Ask Reddit by Super Saiyan Jason 1000. What's the nicest compliment you've ever received? Knocked a box of nachos off a shelf and caught it without looking. The guy behind me said nice catch. Impressive, very nice. That I have a very aesthetic jaw. That felt good because I've always been conscious about my jawline. I have no chin, I am jealous. A girl once said I have nice glasses. Your daughter is what everyone dreams their kid turns out to be when they are expecting. I can imagine that's a very nice thing to hear as a parent. You're just like your dad. I take it that means your dad is a stand-up guy. A friend once told me that I was part of almost all their happy childhood memories. Years later I was lamenting to a different friend that if humans were sold as pets to aliens, I would need a sticker explaining I require expert care, and was immediately assured I'd be worth the extra effort on the alien's part. Those are both very sweet. I'm 3 years sober yesterday. A guy in my extended friend group is in the pits of alcoholism. I haven't seen him in those 3 years and out of the blue just started talking shit on my weed all over Facebook. Of all fucking things. I just gave another buddy an hug since he was broke and he smoked with the guy. It's not like I grow or sell and it's good pot, his life is just trash and just feels the need to bring other people down. He knows I'm doing well and just felt the need to publicly shit on my little party. Well, I wrote him from a recovered alcoholic to an at the bottom alcoholic letter and made sure he got it privately. He got himself into a 6-month program. My friend Amber, who is dating his brother, said to me, "Damn, Bill. You are a good man." That was very magnanimous of you. There was nothing particularly special about the compliment itself, if you could even call it one, but it came at a time that I really needed it. It was actually just an offhand remark made about me that I overheard. I was going through a tough time with my girlfriend at the time. She completely stopped all physical affection and was never in the mood. I was patient and understanding, but started secretly blaming myself and my physical appearance for it, even though she assured me that wasn't the problem. I started obsessively working out and got into really good shape. Instead of feeling better about myself, I just ended up with a whole new list of things I hated about myself. Anyway, I was in the living room doing something and I overheard my roommate outside talking to the lady that lived above us. She referred to me as that muscly guy. It was a dumb, offhand remark that I'm sure wasn't even meant as a compliment, just an observation, but it made me feel validated for all the work I was doing to better my physical appearance. It didn't solve any of my insecurities in the long run or fix the problems I was having in my relationship, but in that moment, it was nice to hear. You smelled like a hot air balloon. Some random 5-yo I worked with. How do hot air balloons smell? I asked a friend of mine who his favorite artist was and without hesitation he replied, "You are." Not a trace of sarcasm. He really meant it. And to this day it damn near brings tears to my eyes. That's really sweet. They said I'm the Aphrodite of men. That's very high praise. That I seem like I'd be the fan favorite if I was on a cartoon show. I love cartoons. I'm jealous. I wish someone would tell me that. What's your favorite cartoon? I posted a bathing suit pic at 53, guy in good shape, and my friend called BS because she was sure we were the same age. She's 34. You have the most beautiful energy, I damn near cried. I think about that a lot. I am a guy, we don't get compliments, just less severe burns. Guys should compliment each other more often. I was buying some brandy for my dad when the clerk asked if I was old enough to buy it. I was 35 at the time, so I said, "Why is the new drinking age 36? I thought the guy was just joking around, but there was a long pause from him while I was paying for it. I didn't see his expression. before he said, "You don't look anywhere near that." I had just gotten off from work, and I knew I looked a bit of mess, so that brightened me up a bit. I was introduced as a good man who stands up for what's right. It was a gun runner introducing me to a drug dealer, but whatever. Had my girlfriend's family over at Christmas and I cooked dinner for them all. 4 months later they still talk about my Christmas dinner, specifically the mashed potatoes. I don't know about the nicest ever. The last best compliment I received was when I fell in love with a pair of Adidas sneakers, showed them to a friend, and she responded, "They look like you." I smelled nice. "You look so happy when you're with them." I was, but it wasn't meant to be. They wanted to talk to too many other girls and guys and never had time for me. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing alright. You didn't kill anyone today, bitch, it's only noon. Gotta get those numbers up, soldier. A friend of my daughter's one day proclaimed, "Amanda's parents are the coolest on the block." Also, a young guy told me I was badass. Once after an important exam I chatted with one of our teacher and then she told me that I am a very polite and good girl. I got shy and didn't how to respond. All I could do is just smile at her. And the same thing happened few months ago with different teacher. She said that I look like a good girl and can be trusted. It maked my day and I didn't stop smiling. AWW, that's sweet. The little compliments can take us the farthest. You're weird, but your dog's a credit to you. Pretty accurate summary there. Although this lady deciding to be the naughty one and climbing into my bed has lasted over 30 years. So I sort of have to say that one.